Alright, it's about maybe 4 days, maybe 5 days since I first bought the cameras, and I've decided it's probably time to come check on them. Their batteries are probably dead, is my guess, so I've got some backup batteries to switch into them, and I have my laptop, and we're gonna take out the SD card, pop in the computer, and see what it's cost since I last saw the cameras. Doing it like that will save me some of the hassle from the end of the project, so that I don't have to go through, like 1,000 photos or something all at one time. This way I can kind of do it in a little bit of an easier fashion for me. All right, so I inserted that first SD card for the first camera, and I'm not actually seeing anything pop up. So I did take a look at the instructions real quick online again for this camera to make sure that I did have it set up correctly, and I did. Though it says that if it wasn't in a completely stable position, it might not actually be capturing images. So I'm gonna guess that must be what the issue was here, and I'm gonna try to restabilize the camera and hope for the best for the next time I check. Camera 1 is set back up, new batteries are in, SD card's back in. It's been like triple checked that it's set up correctly. I think it's a little bit more stable now, in case that was the issue for why I wasn't taking any pictures before. So yeah, we're gonna hope for the best for now and move on to the next camera. All right, we have good news for the second camera here. I just took out the batteries and the SD card, and there is a whole bunch of pictures. So this is good news. I haven't really looked through them at all. I'm gonna do that right now. See if anything crazy stands out. Okay, I ended up moving the second camera closer to the rear because I thought that it would be better further away from the path. And I went through the pictures quickly and I didn't see really anything. And I decided that it just might not have been a good placement. So I'm gonna come back in hopefully tomorrow, if not, a couple more days to change the batteries, and I'll come out and drop a sampler here for this one, and yeah, I think this will be a better spot. This camera, let's hope for the best checking this one. So far, the results have been a little lackluster, but I'm gonna grab this SD card, and I'm gonna grab the battery pack. Wow, that one came right out. And we're gonna see what this one has. So it looks like the same issue as the first camera is happening here, where normally when you bring up the SD card, and normally there'll be a folder here for the camera, the wildlife camera, and then you click on it and you click on it again, and then all the pictures will show up. But this doesn't appear to be even giving me that folder that normally it would just pop up there. So I'm gonna have to figure out why this is happening for two of the cameras, because honestly I'm not sure, and I think that's kind of odd. Alright, since two of my cameras seem to be having issues with the SD cards not registering properly, I think my best plan right now would be to remove at least one of these cameras, bring it home so I can mess around with it, research, try to figure out why this could be happening, because I don't want to waste, too much time with the cameras out in the field if it's not properly set up. So it's a bummer. I'm not quite sure why it's not working. So after doing some quick research on my phone out here in the field, and then checking that camera number 2, the one that actually did take pictures, it turns out that you can actually put in SD cards that are too big for these cameras and they won't work. So I think that's the issue, because the second camera that had pictures, the SD card in it is only a 16 gigabyte SD card, and then the other two cameras are 32 gigabyte SD cards. So that sucks, and I'm kind of surprised that I didn't figure this out through my trial that I did before bringing them out here, but I'm glad I figured it out sooner than later, and it's not the hardest problem in the world to solve. So I'm gonna go grab the other camera. I'm gonna have to get a new SD card for it, and I will probably come back out here in a few days